Welcome to our virtual reality second half of the semester for Astronomy 101. I am still your professor, Kurt Messick, and I am virtually coming to you from my room here on the south side of Bloomington. As you know, our campus is now closed and we'll be doing our courses in this new environment. This is a new thing for all of us, so we'll just muddle through together. And I think the best motto for everything for us is going to be keep calm and carry on. That poster will change, by the way, as we go through our videos for the next 8 weeks. We're going to have some changes to our syllabus because there are certain things that are no longer available to us. For example, the library is now closed because our building is closed, so we won't be having another magazine assignment where you physically go to the library. But fortunately, most of these magazines, like Astronomy Magazine, Sky and Telescope Magazine, Discover Magazine, Air and Space Magazine, which are some of the primary ones that we use in our class, all have online portions, all have online websites where most, if not all, of their articles can be found. So we'll be using that for those kinds of assignments. For our labs, because we can't get into the building to use the computer labs and get to the Skygazer software, we'll be using something called Zooniverse. And I will give you an update on Zooniverse next week. It's an interesting thing to do. You may fall in love with it. I've known a lot of people who have done this, and they've kept at it after the class. I've not used it for our 101 classes before, but I've used it several times for our 102 class. There are, however, many projects within the Zooniverse universe where it will fit our 101 topics. For example, you'll be able to look at the terrain of Mars, or you'll be able to look at storms on the sun, other kinds of things. And this is actually real science. This is not just a lab. This is stuff that is ongoing for real projects with real scientific endeavors and real potential for discovery here, and your name will be attached to those. I know that Zooniverse is an interesting thing. I do it myself. There are lots of things in it, even outside of astronomy. You can look inside of sort of animal cams and birds' nests and bears that are hibernating and other things like that. We won't be doing that for this class, but we will be able to use the Zooniverse situation so that there are a lot of different possibilities for you to explore. We will continue to have our quizzes. We'll continue to have the final project as a possibility. We will be having things that are mostly paper and PowerPoint driven, but if you are inspired to do something that is a physical project, we'll talk about the possibilities of your making a video of it or something like that so that I can see that. I don't want you to feel penalized in any way that we're not getting together face to face. Some of the things that will, of course, happen is I'll be making videos on a regular basis for you. At least once a week, you'll have a video that will talk about some things that will supplement what is available in the PowerPoints and in the readings. I won't be too picky with deadlines because I know there are a lot of things happening, a lot of things that are happening for you, a lot of things that are happening for your family and friends, a lot of things that are happening just in the world in general. We are in a new environment. We're in the sort of coronavirus environment, but I want to stress one thing is please keep safe. Please do the things that we need to keep things going on a good track for our community. And that includes things like being at a distance, social distancing. I know many of you know that I'm a chaplain at Beltrace, and for most of us, and I hope I'm in this category as well, if we contract the virus, we'll recover. But those who already have problems with health and those who are elderly will tend to get really hurt by this. So it's up to us to keep the virus from spreading. So keep calm, carry on, but do so at a distance. And wash your hands. Don't touch your face. And do those things that are being recommended so that we can make sure that that curve that you may be seeing in the press that shows the sort of the big up and down actually stays at a modicum level so that the health services aren't overwhelmed. That way you're not overwhelmed, we're not overwhelmed, and we can get through this together. I think that we'll all make it through. As we go through our class, I want you to also realize I'm aware many of you are at home. Many of you have to tend to family members. Some of you may get ill yourselves. So I'm not going to stress deadlines too much in our class because I know how things can go. But here's one thing, and I want you to please, 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 please don't leave everything to the last minute. I know I leave things to the last minute. Please don't leave everything to the last minute, because if something were to happen and we get down to the last week or two of class and then you get ill or family members get ill and you have to tend to them, or everything gets back to normal but now you have to go back to work and work overtime because everyone's behind. Don't let that happen. So do your best to keep on an even keel with what's happening. You already know what what the quizzes are like. You already know what the midterm is like. You already know that stuff. So that stuff is behind us. And just do the best you can with what's going on. Communicate with me. I'm going to have office hours, and I invite you to come to office hours. Now, when I say come to office hours, what do I mean? I mean Zoom. There's going to be something coming your way as an invitation through emails and Canvas messages for a Zoom meeting, because you have Zoom in your classroom. And that's where we sort of virtually get together. You're not going to be required to attend those, but they will be helpful for you, I hope. And I'm going to do office hours during our regularly scheduled classroom time. So our classroom time was on Friday mornings from 9 until roughly noon or 1 o'clock. I will be on Zoom during that time for your questions and presenting some material if you're interested. But I'll also be doing Zoom meetings at other times, because I'll have classes on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 o'clock in the morning as well as 12 o'clock in the afternoon throughout the early afternoon. I'll also have classes on Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm just going to let you know what those times are so you can come at any of those times. I'll also have some weekend hours as well. So I will make myself available because, hey, I'm here. One of the things that you may remember is I went to England over the spring break with the Alternative Spring Break Group, and per CDC recommendations, I'm under self-quarantine for 14 days. Anyone who did international travel, that's a recommendation. It's a good recommendation. So I'm here, and I'm on day 6 of the 14, but I will probably be here most of the time because keeping that social distance is important right now. So I hope that you'll keep yourself safe. I hope you'll keep calm and carry on. And we'll do our best to get through this semester. We'll talk about final projects in a little bit. And you'll be seeing some things pop up on Canvas so that you'll be able to follow along. Please let me know if you have any questions. I will leave my email up pretty much 24 hours a day. I won't be awake in front of my computer 24 hours a day, but I'll be looking at it all throughout the day, and chances are good you're going to get a response pretty quickly from me. And if you don't, as I've told you before, please send me the email again, and we'll do the best we can. I will be putting up some more videos. Let me know if these videos work for you or if there's something else. The poster will change along the way, as will my shirt. And if I can get a good makeup artist, I'll be doing something about that too. I know it's a great temptation as we're at home to put things off and not worry about things too much. And I don't want you to worry about things too much, but I know I have the great temptation to just sit there with this and binge Netflix and other kinds of things. Although I found it's not as fun to do it when you don't have any other things to do than if you're trying to avoid something else. Don't avoid the class, although here's the thing, I won't know if you're watching this when you're also watching me on the video here. So you might get away with something. Ha ha ha. If you thought you were going to escape bad jokes, no, video lets me do that. So we're going to do our best. But again, let me know if there are any questions, and keep calm and carry on. And I look forward to being with you virtually during the second half of our semester.